Alright, we are back in the Pokemon world. And I think we just beat Whitney. I think. No? Morty? I think we beat... No, yeah, just beat Morty. And so now we gotta head to the next person, which, according to a list I received, is Chuck. And I want to say that is the fighting type dude. But it gets really weird after that because, like, the list I got has, like, then it's Jasmine, Price, and Claire. But, like, Price is super low leveled, so I might have to, like, detour and hit Price real quick before we fight Jasmine. But that's where we're at, so let's take off. I don't know where we're going specifically. Like, I don't remember what the town is called. And I kind of remember this being, like, I think this is a light tower situation. Which means we have to go, like, fight our way up the tower and then, like, heal the sick giraffe. I think I mentioned that before. I don't remember the town's name, but that's what we're doing. And I want to say it's, like, pretty quick and easy getting there. It's just, like, a lot of trainers. And, otherwise it's not really that big of a deal. But I want to, like, level everybody as we go. And I want to get rid of Egg because I just don't need it. I don't think I need to go return it to the professor. I don't care about that. I'm just gonna like kind of power through all the gym stuff and Elite Four. I don't even know if I'll do Kanto necessarily in this run. Because yeah, I'm running out of time to do all the games. So I want to get like Bubba leveled up and evolved. Same with Gus. And I guess I'll keep Ohos. I don't know. It's a Zubat. How useful can a Zubat be? Because, like, Cooper's my flyer. Gus cuts. Bubba will surf. And I don't know who will strength. Maybe Sharon will strength. And then I can't remember. I think I need, like, Whirlpool and all that stuff. And that'll be... Or Waterfall. I think that'll also all be Bubba. Bubba will end up being, like, only a confusion machine. And then water stuff. And that's pretty much it. And I'm okay with that. That's totally fine with me. I don't know if he needs to be much more... Or she. I guess Bubba's a lady. I didn't notice until just now. But yeah, I don't know. So that's where we're at. And I just keep going down here. I'll try and, like, get a new Pokemon on this route, I guess. And see if we can get somebody good to swap Egg out with. But no, we can't. It's Eradicate, which I don't want to Eradicate. I don't think I've encountered one before. But I just don't want it, so I'm not going to bother. And we'll just get out of here. I think this is another trainer I can get their phone number. If I remember correctly. Beauty Valerie? It's a really, like, 90s name. Beauty Valerie. I guess this isn't, oh good, Poison. This isn't like a 90s game, I guess it's like early 2000s. But whatever. I think fighting is gonna be easy. Because Bubba has confusion now. Cooper's flying. And flying is super effective against fighting, so I think that'll be like a pretty quick steamroll. I just can't like over level too much because then I won't be able to use any of the Pokemon for Price. But Price is Ice. And I don't have anything for Ice. I don't think. I always think that Ground is super effective against Ice, but maybe it's Rock. And both of those don't really make sense, because Ice would, like... I don't know, Ice can, like, destroy Ground, right? If water freezes in a road, it like, cuts it in half. But Rock, I guess, would shatter Ice, so maybe Rock is good. But, I don't know, Sharon might be, like, kind of a dangerous... Or, like, I don't know, maybe a dangerous thing to bring in there. I don't know, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge relatively soon. I know, like, he has a Piloswine, and Piloswine is kind of tough. Let's see what this dude says. Just some normal, like, you're weak, you're trash. Sick Pokemon. Just let him go. That's kind of messed up. Yeah, this dude, he needs some help. He's so terrible. Like, what do you mean let them go? Like, clearly he means, like, you know, let them die. But they're kind of afraid to say it because it's like a rated E for everyone game. That dude's the worst. I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna buy some potions and stuff, get everything I need, and then I'll drop off old Mr. Egg there. And I'd rather just have 5 people in my party than have my inventory clogged up with an extra Pokemon. So that's what I will do for a while. Until we end up in the next area. Which I think we have to like go in the water. Like I remember we have to surf to Shinewood or something like that. And I think that's where like the fighting dude is. Because you have to go there to get the medicine for the sick giraffe. And yeah, I think that's what we're up to. So we'll get a Pokemon on the way there, hopefully. Like, I don't remember what's in the water, if it's like Psyducks and stuff like that. Or maybe it's like Tentacool. Either way, we don't really need more water Pokemon, but I don't know. I guess we'll get one. I don't know, fire would be nice if we can get a good fire Pokemon going. But I don't know who we have. Like, do we have a Vulpix or anything? I don't know, because that would be great for... Well, no, Piloswine would kill the Vulpix. Like, a good fighting type would be cool. Because that would really take care of an Ice Gym pretty well. But I don't think we have that. And, we're not going to get it. Also, I skipped all this. It's not interesting. I'm just fighting a bunch of, like... I think they're called gentlemen. They're always, like, dressed in a suit, and they always have, like, Growlithe for some reason. Which I don't know why, like, that is a gentlemanly Pokemon. And then, yeah, I guess I'll fight this dude. But this is also the wrong way. Like, I went the wrong way to go back. And, that's fine. I also lingered on this text. Maybe I was having, like, trouble reading it. What? Okay, there we go. Gosh. I don't know why I do that. I think that's, like, the problem with turn-based games. It's really easy to, like, set the game down for a second and kind of not realize you're doing it. And then when you go back and watch it, it's like, oh man, I just kind of like sat there for 20 minutes. So, whatever. I'm going to get this, I want to get Bubba up to like 35. No, not 35. 31? 31-ish, I think would be nice. So I'll probably do a lot of like grinding, I guess, again. I don't know where yet. Maybe in the water. I won't include any of it, because again, it's pretty boring. But, oh, I don't think Poliwhirl's psychic, or fighting. I don't think it becomes fighting until it's Poliwrath. Oh well. But, yeah, I'll grind everybody out separately. Maybe not Ohos. Maybe not Sharon. Sharon's like pretty high up there right now. It doesn't really need a lot of help. She's doing good. And maybe like Cooper. Cooper could use it because it'll be my backup for the fighting gym. So I don't think like fighting does very much damage to flying and psychic. So I think we're in good shape. I think those are the only 2 weaknesses for fighting. I never understood why flying is a weakness to birds. Because I always like think about the type matchups like rock, paper, scissors, right? Because that's basically what it is. But it makes sense early, like grass is burned by fire. That's easy. Water will help grass. I don't really know why grass necessarily like snuffs out water. I guess it soaks it up. But then you get like flying is super effective against grass, which I don't know. I think that's true. It also doesn't make sense. Like birds don't like do really good at like pecking at grass. Like I get like they're super effective against bugs. That's no brainer. But like psychic versus fighting, I can see that because like that's like a mind over matter kind of situation. But then why is bug better than psychic? Why is it super effective against psychic? Is it because like maybe bug is like distracts you from the concentration you need to do some kind of psychic trick? And then, like, poison makes sense for grass. Because you can poison grass and it dies. Like, it's pretty... Poison should be super effective against, like, everything, right? Like, normal. That would make more sense. But, like, fighting in bird, or in flying type, like, if... I don't know, not to be rude, but if I punched a bird, I think it's pretty much done, right? And if a bird, like, pecks me, it is what it is. If it's not like an ostrich, then I'm fine. Like, I would love to see a chicken peck me. Like, it's not gonna... It hurts. It doesn't feel good, but, like, I'm pretty sure I can explode that pigeon into feathers. Or pigeon, I guess, chicken, whatever. And its peck will do very little. So I don't know what's that about. And, like, yeah, rock is super effective against flying. Makes sense. You get 2 birds with 1 stone, right? So that all adds up. But yeah, some of the stuff, it just is weird. Like the electric against water, totally fine. Here's my first, here's the first Pokemon I encountered on this route. It's a Tentacruel, which is nice. And it's already high leveled. I don't know why Psychic would be super effective against poison. Like, you can't, like, think your way out of getting food poisoning or something. So, like, I don't know, man. Kinda dicey on that. But, yeah, whatever, you know. We'll catch this, and we'll have a cool squid octopus jellyfish thing. Definitely a jellyfish. So in that case, I've been listening to a lot of a podcast called Adventure Zone, and so I'm gonna name this Tentacruel Fisher. And I won't, like, say, I guess, what the name is from if you haven't listened to that podcast, but that's what we'll do. I like Tentacruel. It's kind of cool looking. Like, it looks like it has 2 massive gems on its, like, cap or crown or whatever, so that's cool. And, yeah, that's what we got. I don't think this is going to help us. This Tentacruel is not a particularly good addition to our team. It doesn't really add any, like, type coverage. And I think our next gyms, so we have, like, Chuck, who's fighting. Jasmine, I think, is Steel, which I have nothing for that. I guess Sharon can Earthquake everybody to death. Or Magnitude everybody to death. Magnitude is also just Earthquake. Why is it 2 separate moves? Then we have Price, who's Ice. And Claire, I think, is Dragon. So I could really use, like, an Ice type, a Dragon type, or a Fairy, but Fairy doesn't exist yet. So I really need something for Claire. So that might be, like, maybe that'll be problematic once we end up there. Who knows? I'm not, again, not super worried about it. And if I lose, then I lose. It's not gonna offend me too greatly. Like, I'm no pro. I am kind of excited for next generation again. Like, the more I get into the older games, the more I get excited to play, like, the newer and newer ones. Because I don't remember if I actually did play the next generation. I think I did. But I always confuse the next 2 generations. I think the next one has, like... Is it Team Aqua and the other one? I think it is. Aqua and Magma, probably. I don't know. Whatever. We're going to the gym. We made it successfully. And, it's pretty obvious that everybody's, like, a fighter, right? Because they all have the little bands on their foreheads. And so I think we'll just, like, crush through these dudes. I think. I don't know. It depends on, like, the level that we get into here and where I'm at now. Because 27 is pretty beefy. But I am 30. I did my grinding already. I couldn't remember if I grinded. Can't remember if I did that yet or after this. But it looks like I already did it. So I think we're in good shape to just kind of steamroll through this dude. If I'm not mistaken. So that'll be cool. And I don't think I'll have to use, like... Gus hasn't been super useful yet. I kind of wish Bayleaf was a little bit more useful. But I don't feel like I've had any reason to really, like, do much else with it. Other than, like, the fact that I feel obligated to when I have a starter. And like I feel like you can't abandon your starter. Once you pick them, they're with you forever. Like that's just how it goes in these games, at least. Like when I think about Pokemon Go, I don't have like my first Pokemon I ever had. I'm pretty sure I deleted that like 5 years ago. So I don't know. But I always feel like with these games, you should keep them, even if they're not the best. I am not a huge fan. I think it's the next generation starters. Let me find out real quick. Is if the next generation's like Trico, then I'm not like super jazzed about that. Yeah, that's Gen 3, so. Trico is annoying to me. I don't really like the way it looks. It's okay. It kind of looks like a jerk. I don't know why. Something about its face. It looks like it would be like super smug. And I don't love that. But that's probably who we'll go with, because I don't really like Pokemon that look super humanoid. So I won't go with Torchic. Even though Torchic starts out really cute, it ends up being like a weird gross chicken man. And I don't love that. And the other one is like, I guess it's Mudkip. And Mudkip is not bad. I use a what's it called? It's dad, the main dad. Swampert. Pretty frequently in Pokemon Go for like PvP or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. God, that flinch is so brutal. I'm not super excited about next generation starters, is all I'm trying to say. So I'll probably just stick with grass, because I like doing grass. Even though I will never like my Trico. So I'll just give it, maybe I'll give it like a rude name or something. That's not fair, that's not nice. It didn't do anything wrong, I just have a bad 3 choices. Maybe Mudkip. I don't really have a problem with Mudkip. It's cute enough. It has a good typing. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I know like Blaziken is one of the better options. But I just can't, I don't know, I just don't like when they become like weird humans. It's no good. Especially like, I'm really worried about Sprigatito. It's gonna end up being like a weird wizard. And it's gonna look like whatever the final Fennekin evolution was. And that was awful. That's like weird human fox. Like, I don't want Pokemon that look like Gardevoir or a Lopunny or that weird lizard lady. I don't want that. That's not for this game. That's for like Digimon or something, or like, I don't know, a mobile game. That's not my jam. So I'll try to avoid that as much as possible, even in the new games. Like, I don't know, whenever the new games come out, like, I definitely go out of my way to make sure I get one of everything as I play. So like every route I'll come across, I'll try to catch one of everything and evolve it all and everything. Just because, I don't know, I like to complete as I go. But those humanoid stuff, like, it's pretty likely they'll get released or stored in a box forever. And here's where I got like really confused, because I didn't have strength yet. And I didn't know what to do. Like, so I'm just talking to everybody trying to figure out like what I'm supposed to do, because I don't remember where you get it. And so like I wandered around for probably like 20 minutes. Like, not everywhere. Like I wandered around this island quite a bit, and eventually I like surfed back, grinded a little bit more on other stuff, and then finally found it in like the little house next to the Pokemon Center. But it took forever. Like, I don't remember any like other hints when it comes to like finding this this particular HM. Because it kind of feels like it's a totally random dude that has it. And like, I don't even know what this building is supposed to be. But now like, I don't know. It was kind of like it wasn't kind of, it was a really frustrating way to like have my like easy gym attempt just get scrapped and halted. Like, all momentum was completely gone after this. And whatever, it is what it is. But I'm gonna give strength to Sharon And that way I could move those boulders. I won't ever really use strength. I don't think it's that good. And I also like, I know some people use like one Pokemon to keep all their HMs for these Nuzlocke runs, and they don't really count it as like one of their Pokemons. But that feels like the most obvious like cheat or like cop out. So I don't want to do that. I'll just use my current team. Eventually I might actually make Fisher my swimmer, or my surfer, I guess. My surfer, waterfall, whirlpool dude. Just so Bubba is a little bit more useful in the like psychic realm. But yeah, anyway, so I got all that stuff. So I went back over to Cyanwood or Shinewood or Shanwood or Kindwood, whatever it may be. And yeah, we'll get the gym fight on. I think the one thing that I've noticed with Nuzlocke runs in particular is your likelihood to get one shot is insane. Like sometimes you just go into a battle and something will hit you so hard, there's just nothing you can do about it unless you're super overpowered. Like this game without its healing mechanics or in-battle healing mechanics, it does not quite function like super well. If you actually could do like a hardcore mode in Pokemon, it would be super rough, because I feel like sometimes you just get hit with that crit that just is, no matter what it does, it's gonna kill you. It's nuts. But I guess that's the challenge, right? That's the whole point of it. So, whatever, I don't know, I'm just whining for no reason. But this gym, like, I don't know, this gym has given me no trouble whatsoever. Like, there's a little bit of damage, and I guess there's like a possibility that somebody might have like Thunder Punch, and Thunder Punch would pretty much wreck my Psychic and Flying types. But I think the developers go a little bit easy on you and don't have like really well-rounded Pokemon. Like we fought a Hitmonchan earlier, and I know if I have a Hitmonchan, I'm pretty much just going to give it like Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Dynamic Punch. Because one, I like the theme of that. It's fun. And two, like, I don't know, you can have some coverage. Like if I was in this gym, or if I was this gym leader, like you know I'm gonna have everybody covered. I'm not just gonna have like a Primeape that punches. That's no good. But it's okay. I assume they're all little kids too. But I guess Chuck is like, obviously isn't a kid. This is like, you can see his hairline in the sprite, and I'm pretty sure he's like gonna be a weird, gross, shirtless dude, right? Yeah. Like, why? Is that shirtless? Or does he have like a... Yeah, I think he is. So I don't know. Maybe learn a little bit about Pokemon before you start up a gym or whatever. Like, it must be kind of weird to be a low-level gym leader. Like that's your job. My job is to like have some like kind of hard Pokemon, but not too hard, because I'm only like the 5th badge. You know, I can't be too good. So you're kind of stuck in this like realm of like always being middling at best, you know? Must be rough. I assume it pays well? I don't know. I guess it does pay well, because everybody you knock out it pays you like half their money, right? Or I don't know if they pay you, but they steal your wallet when you pass out. So, yeah. See, and that's annoying. Like that hypnosis probably could have been pretty bad. But nothing. Now look at how easy that was. I literally just like slowpoked my way. Slowpoke is not a good Pokemon, and I know that. But look at me, just absolutely crushed this old man in his brick-breaking abilities. And so now I know I can get Fly. I know that's where you get Fly, because I remember getting it here. I don't really remember where, but that's like obviously the best TM or HM to have, because then you can just not have to deal with surfing all over the place. But I just have to walk around and talk to like everybody all over again. And I thought it would be that dude, because he's like giving me hot tips about how to fly. And usually those guys are the ones Oh, and this person is going to give me a Pokemon. I forgot to do that. And I guess I technically don't have a Pokemon from this town. So maybe I'll go back and do that. But my party was full, so I just said never mind. And, okay, here it is. And I think this is like the gym leader's wife, right? And she says something like... No, maybe not. Yeah, husband lost. Oh, okay. Well, I guess she just hangs out and like talks mess about her husband a little bit. That's fine. So whatever. Yeah, we'll get Cooper flying and we'll head back to the sick giraffe and heal that thing, I guess. But I don't know. I guess we'll heal that and then try and figure out how to go to Price next. Because Price is... I know, like I was saying, Price is lower level. But I don't remember, like... I don't remember where anybody is. That's the main problem, I think. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. And that's for next time to worry about. Or, yeah, Thursday. That's when we'll do that. Maybe I'll do just, like... Thursday's episode, maybe I'll just slam through and do, like... Price... and what's her name, the Steel Gym, and somebody else, and just knock those out. That way we can kind of finish up Pokemon Silver next week and make a little bit better forward progress. Because I'm like 7 hours in already. And I could probably knock that out a little bit today. I got some time, so whatever. Got lost a little bit in this episode, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get lost a bunch next time too, trying to find all these gyms. So, see you later.